Hey, well, good morning to you. Listen, how you doing this morning? This is another day that we have, another day that we have to be blessed, another day we have to walk out and build the kingdom, and another day we have to do the things that we've been purposed and called to do. I'm out here this morning. I've been on the corner of Elton Road, and come on. I hope you're doing great. Good morning, State Department. How you doing this morning? Hey, Kiara Shields, how you doing this morning? Listen, I'm on Terry Road, Barham is to your south, going that way, and Jackson is going this way. So I want you to understand something, that out here, I'm here this morning as I am working to become your next state senator for District 29. I'm in the district right now, right? I've lived my life working for the last 27 years, working in and around this district, right? Behind me is an abandoned building in this district. In front of me is uncut grass. All these things, right? I want you to understand something. I want you to understand that as we work this through, I want you to understand that I am a servant and I will always be a servant because that's what I'm called to be. But we cannot continue to do things the same way. Hey, Mr. Lucius, how you doing? Where's Dansby and Cox Street, sir? Just send me a direct message right now this morning as we look at what's happening in and around this district. So, sir, one thing, I'm seeking to be elected, and what I want to know is where the problems lie in District 29 and surrounding areas, right? I know the problems that I see. I know the problems that are happening every day, but I want to show you the progress. This was once a thriving business, okay? This was once a thriving business. Oftentimes, what you all don't know is that there are funds that the state has been holding back. And you know why the state is holding it back? Because we need competent, strong voices. We need competent, strong voices, not career politicians, right? Competent, strong voices that are going to fight for the people. I am prepared to fight for the people. I am prepared to work with the community to fight for what the people really need. We cannot continue to elect the same people in office that have helped to create the problem, and now all of a sudden it's campaign time and everything's popping up. I've never run for office, right? So when people say, oh, y'all just come out doing, I've never run for office. When people say, well, what have you been doing? I've been serving and working for over 27 years, all right, in and around District 29. I know that we can change this. I know we can change this dilapidated corridor called Tier Road. This morning, if you will roll with me this morning, I want to show you more of the issues. I want to show you more of the problems this morning. Thank you, Kiara. Thank you so much. I need y'all's support. I need your help. Uh, I need people knocking on doors. I need people understanding. Let's stand out. Let's build something. Let's do something. It is something wrong with. It is something absolutely wrong that one group prospers and one area prospers while the other continues to suffer. And that's what we're experiencing, right? So I need your help. I need your support. So I want to take you for a ride along Terry Road. I want to show you what's going on in and around Terry Road. Look at that. Look at what's happening right there, right behind me, right? And I'm going to take you on a ride this morning. I'm going to show you more, okay? Uh, yeah, wow. So, yeah, hey, Miss Lucius, I think I know who you are now. So I'm asking for support. I'm asking for help. I'm asking for people that'll help me change this narrative, right? We can change the narrative, but you got to care about the people, and it has to be more than at election time. So I have demonstrated my care for the people for 27 years, care for the community by being a part of the solution. If you'll take a ride with me on down Tier Road, if you'll stick with me right here, and let me just show you what has taken place. And you know why? Because there's nobody fighting for us. There's nobody fighting for us. And as I listen and I study my word, oftentimes the people that we need are the people that are willing to fight. The establishment fights against them. Okay? So the establishment fights against them, and those that are established and entrenched fight against those that can really make a difference. Right now, I now understand that I'm wrestling not against flesh and blood, right? And I understand it like never before. I'm wrestling against principalities and higher powers. Those that don't know, those that don't know or maybe have not listened, listen to this. Uh, you say, well, Pastor Pickett, what have you done wrong? This is what I've done wrong. I've stood up and spoken truth to power for 27 years. So those that are benefiting the most from keeping things the same, they don't want a guy like me in office because I have uncovered the issues. Here's another building right here. Here's another spot. All right, here's another spot. Look at this. Now, you telling me that we are supposed to keep doing things the same way. Here's another building along Tier Road. I mean, I want you to understand the difference in what happened. Look at here. Look, what happened? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me now? I need to know if y'all can hear me. Going in and out. Okay, Kiara, let me get out of this spot. Let's see, can we keep moving? Can y'all hear me now? Mr. Floyd, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing better, sir. Hope you're doing better. You know, so as we go along Terry Road, I just want to show y'all straight down this district. I want to show you what's taking place. Just ride with me, okay? Just ride with me, please. Y'all roll with me just for a minute. Even if you got to mute me, just ride with me. But these are the kind of things that are going on here in this neighborhood. I mean, there's nothing, right? Nothing happening, and we got to change that narrative. So, all right. So now I'm going north on Tier Road. I'm going north on Tier Road, and you know, it's just as you look and as you understand, what we're seeing is no real concern about the least of these. This is all in District 29. Now, Byram has been a focus point, but Terry, and others have not been served, right? The rural parts of Harris County have not been served. But I want you to notice what's going on. I'm going to ride you down the road. Listen, just check it out. Look, I mean, it's unbelievable what has happened, what has taken place. There was once a thriving part of District 29, once a thriving part of Jackson. So There's just been no service. There's been no concern about the least of these. None. Right? We got to change it, y'all. And we can change it. And if I roll this road all the way down, Mr. Floyd, Mr. Lewis, if I roll this road all the way down, Kara, Ed Reed, Charlotte, all of you that listen, just share please, share this. If I roll this all the way down, it would take me right into downtown, right over into Fondren, all those areas, right? But Fondren and Bellhaven are thriving, okay? They're thriving. But here we are again. Look, look at what's taking place. Look at what's happening. All right? Let me show you more. What was once a thriving area is down, or has died, right? Few businesses here and there. But I'm on Terry Road. On Terry Road, here to the north. Right? So when you look at this and you understand what's happening, it's critical. It's critical that we come together and bring about change. If we do not, we're going to continue getting the same thing. Wow. We could have 5G, right? So I'm being told I'm freezing, and it's because, you know what? There's been no real work done for our infrastructure. They've been fighting against us. And we have state leadership that wants us to re-elect. My opponent wants to be re-elected. And this is what we're up against. There's not a grocery store. There's not a major grocery store. There used to be. And see, what you all don't understand, you try to point all of this toward the city without understanding that the state has completely starved the city. And I would never sit back and watch this happening and this not be a major part of what I understand I gotta do. Right? Look. All you have to do is look at what once was a drugstore. It's gone. I need to understand something. The problems and the issues in Jackson, Mississippi, because of a shrinking tax base, because of and the violence, all that stuff, white flight happened before the violence happened, y'all. Okay? So, Mr. Lucian, here, listen. See, a lot of people have this confused. You think first it was the violence and then the white flight. No, it was the white flight. It was people like that built their fortunes on the back of Jackson, pulled out and left. It was them using the back of Jackson to build the infrastructure for their suburbia areas. All you have to do is read it and study it. And then guess what? Now they want to separate because guess what? They sucked the life out of Jackson. The current leadership at our state level has refused any funds for Jackson. And the problem is because our state legislature, my opponent and others, have not fought for Jackson. They have not fought for all of Jackson. They fought